Alright, YouTube, what's happening? Alright, so I wanted to show you guys my daily driver controller for the past I don't know, 6 months, and it is the PowerA wired enhanced controller. And as you can see, it's bang on. It looks exactly like the normal official Xbox One controller, except that one, it's not wireless, it's wired, and two, it's got buttons on the back. Now the middle button is basically, you press the middle button and then you press one of the 4 face buttons, and then you press one of the 2 smaller buttons at the bottom, and that basically maps whatever button you want it to. So A, you know, over here, or B over there, whatever. You get the idea. It's very simple. It's very easy, and it's kind of a good thing that they've designed it, you know, like this. It's very simple to map the buttons without the need of extra apps or whatnot. Now, it is a very cheap controller at $19.99. You can't go wrong with this. You know, even if it lasts you, say, you know, 3 months or, you know, 5 months or something. I mean, this lasted me 6 months, so, you know, that basically says a lot. Now I'm trying to get the micro USB port here to show you guys that it's actually you can't stick any USB cord in here. The way they've designed it, it's got like this little ridge in the middle where the cord has it as well. You can use the cord with anything, you know, that takes the micro USB, but you won't be able to stick a micro USB, any old micro USB cable into this. It has to be the one that comes with the controller. And I've got to give it again to, you know, PowerA. The cable that they give you with it is a 3-meter cable, and it's pretty solid. It is. You can tell it's pretty high quality. Now, to the controller itself, you know, there were some people in the review section of Amazon complaining about the thumbstick, something about them being a bit too soft or something like that, but I didn't really feel any difference. Maybe if you've got the official wireless controller right next to this, and you know, you're jumping from one to the other, then maybe you find a bit of a difference. But I mean, they are going to be different because this ain't an official Microsoft controller. But to me, they felt solid. They felt just right. They didn't feel too hard. They didn't feel too soft. I played Call of Duty with this. I played Gears of War. I played Tekken. I played Killer Instinct. I played Soul Calibur with this. You know, I played all sorts of games with this. I played Geometry Wars with this, and I didn't really, you know, have any issues with it. The only issue that I had was that they could have, you know, just made the port for the cable just a standard, you know, just a rectangular shape. So just in case, you know, the cable gives up or something, that you can, you know, just go out and buy another cable. But obviously they want you to, you know, use their things with their things. But I mean, other than that, that is a very, very, very small minor issue for something, you know, when you're paying £20 or a penny short of 20. And normally, if you was to go out and buy a controller, you'd be looking at 30, 35, 40, all the way up to 50. And I mean, nowadays with the elite controllers and everything coming out, then, you know, you've got 100 plus. And even, you know, even more stupid is the Razer controller, the Razer Tournament Ultimate Tournament Edition, which is, you know, all the way up there at 150-ish. And I mean, I've had that controller too, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually prefer this controller over the Razer controller. Now what I'm trying to do here is, on this controller, the guide button, the X logo, the guide button, that doesn't light up. There's a small white LED just underneath the underneath the guide button. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you look carefully, you'll be able to see a very tiny little dot, and that actually lights up. And obviously the controller isn't functioning at the moment, it's died out on me, but as I press it into the middle, the white LED ever so slightly just blinks. I tried getting it on camera as much as I could, but obviously, you know, it was hard to actually, you know, get it on camera because they were blinking so fast. Anyway, this is the PowerA enhanced controller, and it's cheap, it's cheerful. I mean, it's a perfect spare controller. It's wired. There's no messing around with this. Also, I forgot to mention that it's also got the 3.5mm headphone port as well, and that worked perfectly for me too. The other thing that I wanted to quickly mention is another gripe that I've got, a very tiny and very small gripe, is that it doesn't actually have the impulse triggers. Now, not many people are bothered about the impulse triggers, but I actually kind of like the impulse triggers. I like, you know, playing games that actually implemented the impulse triggers. Now, I can't exactly remember which Call of Duty it was, but I remember one of the Call of Duties actually made use out of the impulse triggers. And also, if you are aware of a game called Rise by Crytek, and they made use of the impulse triggers. Impulse triggers was something new from Microsoft, a new addition to the controller from the previous 360 controller, and I quite liked it. Anyway, I've got some screenshots at the end for you with a bit of price info from Amazon, and you know, maybe you're in, you know, maybe you're on the market looking for a spare controller or something. I don't know, whatever. It's there for you, and hit like, you know, subscribe, share, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.